Well, guys, yeah, I was just out round a friend's house just watching the England-Russia game, which has unfortunately ended 1-1. Eric Dier scored a peach of a free kick, something like the 72nd, 73rd minute, just to give England the lead. But I think the pundits were arguing the keeper should have saved it, but to me, I thought it was just a well-struck free kick. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce the name of the player who scored Russia's equaliser from the corner in like the 92nd minute, which is slightly annoying because I thought England's performance was actually very, very good. For most of the game we bossed it, dictated it. Although I thought in the final third, I thought we were extremely poor, particularly with the final pass or the final ball, the final cross just quite wasn't there. So, there's a lot of positives to take from the game, even though we did drop 2 points in the end. I was around a friend's house actually watching it, so I enjoyed it a lot. And again, like I've said many times before, I will want England to do well. Obviously, I'm an England fan during the course of this tournament, but I obviously don't care about them as much as Sunderland. But still, I think England will take a lot of heart from it. I think the performance was very good. We dictated a lot of the play, like I said, but how much of that is down to the fact that Russia's not a great side? I think everyone was masturbating over England when we beat Germany, and I still insist. I think to expect. I've said it many times on Facebook and Twitter. For me, I think quarterfinals would be a successful tournament. I think semis, to expect that at minimum, I think is pushing it a bit too much. Nevertheless, it's still in our hands because if we can win the next 2 games, we go through. I think the game against Wales coming up now. It's going to be very, very interesting because I think Wales are the main competitors for us to get out of the groups that we're in. It'll be a failure of a tournament if we do not get out of the group stages this time. I'm just hovering around the bus station, just waiting for a bus. I've got quite a wait, mind you. But anyways, I'm looking forward to it. I think England v Wales, I think it's going to be very interesting, and we'll see what happens from there. But Roy Hodgson, like I said, can be pleased with the performance, but just as far as we need to learn to see the game out, and I think we're probably punished for not taking a lot of our chances. Adam Lallana in particular missed a couple of really, really good opportunities, but tell you what, I was surprised that Jamie Vardy didn't even play. As I've said on YouTube before, I don't particularly rate Jamie Vardy. I think he's just had a one-off season that's been absolutely brilliant, don't get me wrong, but I think that there's better options than him. And I said beforehand that on social media, and I don't think I've said it on YouTube yet, for me, I think that I wouldn't have took Rashford personally. I think I would have took Jermaine Defoe ahead of him, because I think Rashford came onto the scene quite late for Man United, whereas Defoe scored 15 Premier League goals for a struggling Sunderland team who finished 4th bottom at the end of the day. And I wouldn't have took Jack Wilshere either, because although he's very good at a player on his day, the problem is that he's just too injury prone. So if you look at if you look at Danny Drinkwater, although I don't particularly rate him because I don't rate much of Leicester's team, based on last season, deserves to go. Mark Noble, who I think has been really, really underwhelmed here. He's been undermined a lot. Jack Wilshere must have given Roy Hodgson a hand job or something just to get him into the squad because he plays for Arsenal, even though he's only played, I think, 2 games in the last 12 months? Ridiculous. And even Andros Townsend, and I say that even because I'm a Sunderland fan, obviously, even Andros Townsend, I think he deserves to go, because even though he didn't play the first few months of the season and then ended up getting relegated, he still did more and had more of an impact in the Premier League than what Jack Wilshere did. It's not his fault Newcastle went down. So, yeah, I don't know. From a selfish point of view, though, I'm quite glad Defoe isn't going, because I'd rather have him fit for Sunderland, hopefully. I'm just looking for any wood around me to touch, because I'm ridiculously superstitious. But, at the end of the day, guys, we can just... All I've got to do is support the club, support England, get behind the boys. Hopefully, we'll still get out the group stages. There's still 2 games left, so I wouldn't get too downhearted yet. But we certainly need to start killing teams off. Like I said, Lana missed 2 other great chances, one in the first half, one in the second half. Actually, no, 2 in the first half, sorry. And Rooney had a couple of chances. We generally played well, we just didn't finish Russia off. And that was the one thing I was worried about when it was 1-0. You always have to finish teams off when you get the chances. Anyway, guys, so I love yous and leave yous there. Come on, England. Let's see how we do in the remaining 2 games of the tournament. And at least football's back for a few weeks, so a lot less stress-free. See ya.